Hello everyone, welcome to my channel La Vida with Kim. And guys, what do you think about this cup? Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right now, guys. As you can see, this is a before. I already bedazzled the little siren. I have done a video showing you guys exactly how to do it a while ago. If you guys want an updated one, let me know and I will do it for you guys. But guys, like I said, this is a before. It is just a clear plastic venti cup from Starbucks. I don't know, does anybody still use Starbucks cups, or is everybody like still with Stanley's? I don't know, guys, but this is a cup I wanted to do because I am using transparent rhinestones, guys, and it looks amazing because it is see-through. So let's get started. I'm going to begin by prepping my cup. So I place some napkins on the table, and with a buffer I'm going to file down the cup, working very carefully around my logo that I already bedazzled. And the reason I'm using the buffer is because I still want to have those measuring lines on the cup. If you don't care about those lines, you can go ahead and use a regular file and file down the whole cup. The whole point is that we have a rough surface so we can apply our rhinestones and they will last longer. That is the whole point of prepping, and it is the most important part of bedazzling a cup. You have to make sure it is completely prepped. So I'm going over with the buffer on the areas that I do have those measuring lines because I still want to be able to see that. It gives it a really cool, you know, regular venti cup effect to the bedazzled cup. You guys will see that at the end. Once I finish filing down the cup, I went over the lid because yes, I'm also going to bedazzle the lid as well, going around the whole edges and the top of that lid. Once I finished filing down the lid and the cup, I went in with a clean napkin and some alcohol, and then I wiped down both items, making sure they are completely clean. All that dust is removed and they're ready to bling. So this is how it looks once it was completely wiped down. I'm going to clean up my area. And now the rhinestones. These are the ones I am going to be using, transparent rhinestones, using the size SS20 as my main size. And I do have additional mixed sizes for any fillings I might come across. I also have my pickup tool, and I'm going to be using Liquid Fusion as my adhesive for this project. To begin bedazzling, I am starting off at the top edge of the cup, applying a nice thin layer of Liquid Fusion, and then going in with my size SS20 rhinestone, going all around the edge of the cup, very carefully making sure my rhinestones are nicely placed next to each other and not overlapping the edge, because that can cause for them to fall off and the lid is not going to fit. So working by sections all the way around, double checking my work, making sure those rhinestones are exactly where I want them to be. So now this is my first line. This is going to work as my guide. And then now I'm going in on my second row, doing the same thing, applying a nice thin layer of Liquid Fusion. And I am doing a honeycomb pattern on this cup. So that just means I am putting a rhinestone in between the two above, like a bee's honeycomb. And I do like to flip my cup around to make sure that the rhinestones stay in place and they're not slipping to the bottom of the cup. So that's why I flip the cup around. And same thing, guys, I'm going to continue my lines doing the honeycomb pattern. If you notice, this cup is not all one size. It is slimming down as it goes down. So I am going to lose that honeycomb pattern, but that's why I have my filling sizes, so I can fill those small gaps in if the 20 does not fit. For example, right here, I do have a gap. I don't know if you guys can see it because the rhinestones are transparent, but I am moving it around to fill in that gap with the 20. If the size 16 does not fit, which would be my fill-in size, I leave it alone and spread out those rhinestones to fill it in. And as you guys can see right here, I still have that beautiful illusion of that honeycomb pattern. I continue down following my honeycomb pattern, and if I did have any gaps, I filled them in or spread them out. So now that I'm close enough to the logo, I'm going to do a nice line around it using the size SS20. This is the main size I have been using, but I'm just going around the logo just to make that logo pop. So just one row all the way around, making sure my rhinestones are nicely close together. And I did come across a tiny little gap where a 20 did not fit any longer. So I did go around, spread out the rhinestones evenly so I did not have to fill it in. And good to go. And now that it's done, I'm going back to my honeycomb. So I am continuing my lines right here in the front. I also do always like to start towards the front. So if I do have any gaps, they are more towards the back where nobody will be able to see them. And you can tell right here, I am going to have a tiny gap between my line around my logo and the honeycomb pattern I have been working on. So I am filling it in as much as I can with my 20s. And that gap right there, I'm going to fill in with my filling sizes. I hope you guys can see it. I know it is a little hard to see because they are transparent. So right there, guys, I do have rhinestones in the size SS6, 10, and 12, and the 16 that I've been using to fill in these gaps. So very carefully, I'm going to apply glue right in that gap. And then depending on the size, that is the size I'm going to use to fill it in. Making sure I'm not using rhinestones that are too big for that area or too small, that are just perfect for that gap. So you guys can see how it looks right there, filled in. And guys, do always remember to keep in mind that these are handmade projects. So you might not have that gap, or your gap might be a little bit bigger. It can all be a little bit different. Don't freak out. Just go with the flow of the cup. I hope you guys are getting the idea. So right here, you guys can see the cup coming together. And now working towards the back, I'm just going to continue my honeycomb pattern. As I work around the logo, that is where I'm going to do any fill-ins if I need to with the smaller size rhinestones. And just on the rest of the cup, just continuing with the honeycomb pattern, filling in the gaps if I need to continue the honeycomb pattern. Very simple to do, guys. And look at that. You can't even tell the difference. It just looks so nicely well blended in. Continuing my honeycomb pattern over those measuring lines. Like I said, I still want to be able to see those lines. That's why I left them there. I buffed them out only. And look, it's going to give it a super cute look, guys. Watch. Wait until the end. Just continuing, guys. Very simple and easy to do right there next to the logo. I'm just filling in those tiny little gaps if I need to. And they're so small, guys, you can't even tell that they are there. They just blend in so nicely. So now that I am reaching close to the end of the logo, I'm going to connect those lines once again. I applied the liquid fusion right in those edges, and I'm going to do a line of the SS20, continuing my rows that are already on the cup, working across right below the logo. As you guys can see, I'm doing both sides at the same time so they can connect. And I'm going to have a gap right there because the logo is round, you know, and the lines are straight. So I'm going in with the 20 as much as I can right across. I don't want to lose my pattern. And I'm just going to use my fill-in sizes to fill in those gaps like I did on the top of the logo. Very simple, guys. Make sure your lines are as straight as you can make them. Make sure your rhinestones fit perfectly. Make sure they fit according to the gap size. And then I'm just going to continue with my honeycomb pattern across. So right here, you guys can see it is all completely connected once again. And I can continue doing my honeycomb pattern all the way to the bottom. Remember, double check your work. Work by sections. Make sure your gaps are filled in if needed, or spread out the rhinestones like I showed you guys. And now I am reaching the bottom of the cup, still doing my honeycomb pattern, guys, all the way across. Very easy and simple to do, guys. Super easy and quick DIY, guys. So now that I'm done with the cup, I'm going to leave it to the side, let it dry for a few hours. And I'm going to work on the lid. So I'm starting off on the edge. I'm doing a nice thin line of liquid fusion, working by sections. And then here I am using the size SS20 once again, doing a nice row all the way around, making sure my rhinestones are nicely close together and fit evenly across, not overlapping the edges. I'm going to let this completely dry for a few hours as well, so it is easy for me to hold while I'm working on the top of the lid. So now that I'm working on the top of the lid, again working by sections, applying a nice thin line of liquid fusion, I'm going to start applying the rhinestones in a size SS20 as well, following the edge all the way around. And I'm just going to be going in circles row by row until I reach the middle. If you feel comfortable doing more than one row at a time, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure your rhinestones are nicely placed where they need to be, that they're not overlapping, that they're nicely placed against the surface until you reach the middle. So when I got to the middle, I realized I still had a gap where the 20 no longer fit, and I just went in with the size SS10 to finish it off, making sure they did not overlap that edge where the straw goes in, because then the straw will not fit. So just double check that. And then that's it, guys. I let my lid dry completely for a few hours. I would recommend for you to let your items dry for at least 48 hours before you wash and have ready to use. And guys, look at my results. Oh my gosh, I have to say I am obsessed. I have been obsessing with transparent rhinestones on everything right now. That is all I'm using. Look at the measuring lines, how they come through those transparent rhinestones, guys. I just love it. I am obsessed. And the reason I wanted to do this was because I want to be able to see my drink. I just feel like it looks so amazing, guys. Beautiful. This cup is just gorgeous, guys. I am for sure going to be using it all summer long. I actually have been using it already, guys, and I love it. I love being able to see my drink. What do you guys think? It's super easy and quick project to do, guys. I love it. Guys, let me know what you think, leaving me a lovely comment down below. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe. I really do hope you did learn a little something, you enjoyed this video. Guys, just look how sparkly it is. I love it. I took it out to get a drink, guys. Look how beautiful it sparkles in the sun. And once I got my drink, guys, it just looked even more beautiful. I am just obsessed, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.